Let's now move on and shift our focus to another big story of the day. Viewers, UDF government in Kerala has passed a resolution in Kerala Assembly urging the centre to withdraw Foreign Contribution Regulation FCRA Amendment Rules 2026 and Foreign Contribution Regulation Amendment Bill 2026. The argument is that these changes would impact voluntary and charitable organizations across India, particularly in Kerala. And Chief Minister of Kerala, V.D. Satheesan, presented the resolution. The resolution mentions that provisions contained in FCRA Amendment Rules 2026 issued by Centre on 22nd of June adversely impact smooth functioning of voluntary and charitable organizations working in social, health, education and humanitarian sectors. Now, as per the resolution, the rules violate Articles 19, 20 and 25 of the Constitution. And viewers, listen in to these political reactions that we've got, because the resolution was opposed by BJP MLAs in the Assembly and it has become a big political story nationally as well. Listen in.
FCRA amendment is a clear political move of the NDA government to threaten NGOs, submit them to their dictates. It is also a Damocles wall hanging above all the minority institutions which receive financial support from outside. So it's an authoritarian move which will have to be opposed and will be opposed.
And here's how the BJP reacted to this particular resolution. Remember, like I said, BJP MLAs in the Assembly also opposed it.
ഭേദഗതിയുടെ ലക്ഷ്യങ്ങൾ സർക്കാർ വളരെ വ്യക്തമായിട്ട് സൂചിപ്പിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. വിദേശ ഫണ്ട് ഈ രാജ്യത്ത് വിനിയോഗിക്കുമ്പോൾ അതിൽ സുതാര്യത ഉണ്ടാക്കുക, രാജ്യവിരുദ്ധ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾക്കോ ഇന്ത്യൻ പൗരന്മാരുടെ താൽപര്യത്തിന് വിരുദ്ധമായോ ഈ ഫണ്ട് വിനിയോഗിക്കപ്പെടില്ല എന്ന് ഉറപ്പുവരുത്തുക, ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് ഇതിന്റെ ലക്ഷ്യം. നമുക്കെല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാം, 2010 FCRA നിയമത്തിലാണ്, FCRAയുടെ ഭേദഗതിയിലാണ് പ്രലോഭിപ്പിച്ചുള്ള മതപരിവർത്തനം എന്നുള്ള ഒരു കാരണം, അതിന്റെ അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിൽ FCRA നിയമത്തിലെ ഭേദഗതി വരുത്തിയത്. ഈ സർക്കാരല്ല ഇത് ആദ്യമായിട്ട് പറയുന്നത്, 2010 ആദ്യം വന്നത്. അതിന്റെ അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിൽ FCRA രജിസ്ട്രേഷൻ, അങ്ങനെ പ്രലോഭിപ്പിച്ചുള്ള മതപരിവർത്തനം നടത്തിയതിന്റെ പേരിൽ കേസിൽപ്പെട്ടിട്ടുള്ള ആളുകൾ ഈ പറഞ്ഞ സംഘടനകൾക്ക് നേതൃത്വം നൽകുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അവർക്ക് ഫോറിൻ കോൺട്രിബ്യൂഷൻ നിരോധിക്കാൻ, തടഞ്ഞു വെക്കാനുള്ള അധികാരം സർക്കാരിനുണ്ട് എന്നുള്ള നിയമം ഭേദഗതി ആദ്യമായിട്ട് കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നത് 2010
And Times Now's national editor Pranesh Roy spoke with Kerala BJP chief Rajiv Chandrasekhar exclusively on this particular issue. Listen in to what he said.
Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar is now joining us. He needs no introduction. Now, MLA in Kerala, also the state president of the Kerala unit of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Sir, thank you for speaking to Times Now. I just want to ask you straight off the bat, what do you think is the mindset behind this resolution?
I always say this, right? I'm using this opportunity to say this again. You have to be utterly shameless, or you have to be a Congress CPM to pass a resolution like this, knowing fully well that the resolution is a lie, that the facts of the FCRA, that the narrative of the FCRA that is being pushed by the Congress and the CPM is an outright lie. So you either have to be completely shameless, or you have to be the Congress or the CPM. Look, this is the same narrative that they tried to put forth before the assembly election. The Congress put forth this narrative. They knew this election was slipping away from them, and they created this huge narrative about the FCRA being anti-Christian and anti-minority. And obviously it came at a time when the election was in its last lap, and they made full use of it. But I want to say this. Let us remember that when the Congress and the CPM have dominated this assembly for several years and several decades, it is the same Congress and the CPM that have passed resolutions supporting Madani, the alleged terrorists. They have passed resolutions against the CAA and encourage illegal migration. So I am neither surprised nor is the average Malayali surprised that even today the Congress and the CPM will do this kind of a silly politics.
You're absolutely right. I was about to ask that, but I thought, we'll keep it a little later in the conversation. But I'm glad that this has come up in the first answer itself. Now, sir, I'm reading what the Chief Minister said in the Assembly. He says the amendments in the name of ensuring transparency erase the autonomous character of these organizations and their democratic right to function. Now, there is nothing in this FCRA norms that, that has anything to do with taking away the autonomy. The FCRA norms are only about full disclosure, transparency. So why is the Chief Minister doing this? Do you think he is under pressure from, the High Command or, foreign lobby? What is it?
No, I think there are two specific reasons. I think the narrative that the Congress party is in effect a party in Kerala that is being controlled by the Jamaat-e-Islami and the Indian Union Muslim League is a narrative that is beginning to not just stick, it is beginning to worry a lot of people in Kerala, including the Hindus and the Christians that make up a large part of the population of Kerala. And it is not a new strategy. The Congress has an old strategy of constantly trying to create narratives to distract people from what really is their primary worry. This Congress party, this Chief Minister sat in opposition for 10 years and was completely aware of the economic situation of Kerala, but despite that made all these promises in these elections of 5 guarantees. Now they are in power, they've been given an opportunity to come up with a budget, and they have completely forgotten about and papered over 4 of those 5 promises. Now when you are not able to deliver on your election promises, what do? You create a bogey, you create a distraction, and what better than FCRA for them to create a distraction and a narrative of the BJP being anti-Christians. So this is absolute, the normal playbook of the Congress party. It is a playbook of the CPM. And, the only difference here is there are 3 MLAs of the BJP that are in the assembly. And while it used to be that 100% of the assembly would pass these kind of ridiculous resolutions in the past, there is at least now a voice in the assembly that will expose these lies as they are said.
Now, apart from just the narrative, there is also, and I'm sure, sir, you're aware of the ecosystem that always stands up to, write mercy pleas for terrorists, to bat for rights of Maoists, people who wage war against the Indian state, people who pick up the gun. This FCRA norm, or norms rather, are about national security. So people who, who are part of an alliance which is called INDIA, why are these people standing up to oppose it?
Look, the amendments that the Honorable Home Minister and the Government of India are bringing for the FCRA, they have said it multiple times, he has said it, party people, leaders like us have said it, are aimed at essentially ensuring that money laundering and illegal flows of money don't find their way into India through the FCRA route. It's a simple, clear, understandable public policy goal for any law that allows and regulates foreign currency movements into the country. So this is known, this is a fact, this is a need of the hour. At a time when India is growing, we know that there are forces outside India that try and undermine our democracy, that fund influence operations in India, and therefore it is the legitimate duty of the Government of India to make sure there are no loopholes in the FCRA law or any other way of bringing in foreign funds. Now, when this is explained, this is logical, this is acceptable, this is understood by every like-minded, good-minded Indian in this country who wants a stronger India, who wants a secure India, it is a mystery to me why there are some forces in the India alliance that continue to say, no, we effectively what are they saying? No, we want the FCRA to be misused. We want the FCRA to bring in money that are illegal and unaccounted for and have institutions not be accountable under law. Is that what their proposition is? If that is their proposition, then they should say it outright.
Mr.
The
Chandrasekhar,
reality is, this country
Yes.
today is determined. Yes.
The FCRA norms also expressly bar religious conversion. You know, that is just one of the many things that the norms talk about. Do you believe there is some, you know, foreign hand, for lack of a better word, that is at play here, that is, you know, trying to engineer protest, outrage, etc., twist the narrative?
Pranesh, I have said this on multiple occasions. Democracies like India, we are the largest democracy in the world. We have a constitutionally embedded rights of freedom of expression. We are vulnerable. We are vulnerable to foreign-funded influence operations. When this whole cockroach party phenomenon happened, I said very openly and publicly that this sounds like and has the hallmarks of and characteristics of a influence operation, a cross-border influence operation. So we have to be extremely aware of, as Indians, that this is not something imaginary. This is not a conspiracy theory. These are real vulnerabilities in any democratic society which are exploited by vested interests that are interested in undermining our country, slowing down our rise. So we should be careful. We should be clear and aware and situationally aware that these are things that we should be, these loopholes should be blocked. Now, according to me, if the India Alliance or indeed the Congress party is so determined to oppose the FCRA amendments, then they should in fact say we support foreign monies coming in for conversion. We support foreign money coming in through the FCRA route that is unaccountable and are being used for illegal purposes outside the purposes specified in the FCRA application. Why don't they say that? Because in effect, what they are saying today is that. But they will couch this with all kinds of other dramatic language and narrative building. But what in effect they are suggesting is that FCRA loopholes that allow money to be laundered should be continued. They are effectively saying if money is being brought in for conversion or undermining citizens' rights, they should be encouraged. So if that is the case, why don't they come out openly and say that that is their position?
Do you believe in the upcoming session of Parliament this might become an issue? The opposition might join hands. We are already seeing a kind of narrative building has begun.
No, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they did this in Kerala before the elections, a week, 10 days before the election, when the topic was about development and the track record of the Congress party and the CPM in terms of the joblessness and the economic decline of Kerala. They managed to come in, swoop in the last 7 days and create a narrative around FCRA. And some people, unfortunately, got misled into believing that narrative. I don't put anything beyond the Congress party. There is not one thing that they have done in the last 10 years, 11 years that has been a productive discussion or a productive debate. They have yet to today, even today, talk about any positive idea for the future of our country and the future of our people. So I think if you think that there is going to be this narrative that is brought into Parliament by the Congress party, I would not be surprised.
Let's see how this unfolds, sir, in the days to come. Thank you for speaking to us. And I just have one question of those who believe that there is a problem with the FCRA norms, and that is very simply this: they should mark out the clause that they think threatens the autonomous characters of the NGO, because transparency, the last I heard, is the hallmark of any democratic or autonomous organization. So let's leave it here, sir, see how this unfolds. Thank you for speaking to us.